Hey guys, so I was wondering, recently I've been trying to save money and be a little more thrifty, as I'm pretty sure everyone has with the shitty worldwide economy. Don't even get me started on that. But, I was wondering if people find that driving slower, some say that it actually saves you money over a long period of time. I don't know if it actually saves you money at all on, like, say, like a overall year-long basis. I think it uh, you could say prolongs the amount of money that you have. Like you'll have more spendable money week by week, but in the long run, aren't you just spending the same amount of money? Because no matter what, if you're traveling the same places all the time, wouldn't you be spending the same amount on gas in the long run? I mean, for short here or there, like every week you'd have less of a tax taken out of your checking or savings, but wouldn't it be like just the same overall? I don't know. Thought, comment on that one. So yeah, I really thought that I needed a change in the setup. So I got really tired of all the stuff that was behind me. I'm not going to tell you how I did it because I think it looks pretty cool. And if I explain it, it's gonna suck. So, but yeah, this is the new setup for now. Poster was like $5 at Kmart. I went there the other day with the grandparents. Saw the poster, loved it, and it kind of fits with my whole, Clone 118 theme. Stormtroopers were originally clones. Star Wars reference. But yeah, that's happened. I've changed a few settings on the webcam. I think it looks a little better now. I think I could tweak it for an hour. Actually, I did. My frappe is probably melted in the next room now because I'm not drinking it. I'm spending time on this for you guys. But but yeah, I'm actually saving up to get a more advanced camera. Hopefully, I'm planning on spending around, maximum will be $500 on a camera. So maybe I can get something good with that. I don't really know. And I talk with my hands, but my hands are down here, so you don't really see them too much, which is why my head kind of looks like it oddly bobbles whenever I talk. It's because there's motions and gestures going on down here that you can't see. That might have sounded kind of weird, but whoops. So I was just informed that someone I really, really care about who's been helping me write my book series actually collapsed at work a few hours ago, so they're probably going to end up flying her back home. That's not really cool. Jen, you are my Liz in my book series. Love you. Hope you get better. Um, we all we told you to go easy, hun. You really, really, really need to go easy. But but yeah, that's gonna like throw off this whole post now because yeah, it's just not cool. Anyone know of cheap plane tickets to Ireland? Just a thought. Wow, this post is really random so far. I really don't think I'm gonna edit it much, just because it's late. They had me work a double shift. The whole thing with Jen. But yeah, I'm not gonna edit it that much. I spent some time, about close to 2 hours, sadly, between setting this little getup here up and trying to figure out what outfit would go right with it. Yes, I actually have put some thought into this posting thing now. I figured since I had 50, 60 some odd viewers now, might be a good time to actually change it up and make it look interesting as something worth watching. But yeah, some things you can look forward to is I'll be doing a post on the Percy Jackson series, particularly the movie version of it, because I think that's one of the instances where Hollywood actually did good by changing the book series. Now, some people can run me over with their vehicle for that in the parking lot later. That's actually happened before. Wasn't cool, whoever you were. But yeah, so that was random. This whole thing's random. But I'm really not in the mood for structure or organization right now. I think I'm just gonna blah, go with it. Speaking of the new camera bed, I've been meaning to ask you guys, what cameras do you think would be a good camera for the little vlogging thing? I plan on doing more works from actually going places and different lighting and I'd like something where my face actually looks like its natural color, and maybe, possibly, my voice sounds a little deeper, because in the blog post, I don't know about you guys, tell me about it. Do you think your voices actually sound different recorded than in real life? But back to the subject of the video camera. What camera do you think would be good for me? And why or why not? What prices? Where do you think the best place is to get a camera? I think around here, HH Gregg had about nothing. Best Buy seemed to be the most for the selection wise, and they had a few good ones on deals, but they had like a couple ancient cameras that I could afford now, but I'm not going to buy something that's already outdated. I'd rather buy something that will make me slightly depressed, that I can have for a while, but by the time I afford it, it's probably going to be outdated anyway. I'd rather have something currently outdated rather than decades old. Comments, tips, suggestions, anything but trying to steal my profile and my online identity and trying to use my company name, which I have used in all my books and my writings. I use the same name for everything. It's Clone 118 Productions Limited. I've used it for everything. To the person that actually borrowed that one and left a nice comment that I had to actually flag because it was just so offensive and so rude. Congrats, you got mentioned. Don't do it again. Not cool. You wouldn't like it if someone went through and used your personal information and your likelihood and your namesake in a way that you didn't approve of. So yeah, if someone would like permission to mention something that I do, or permission to represent something that I am a part of, go ahead and ask. Currently, I have this YouTube channel. I have Facebook. I have Twitter. I have a LiveJournal account. I have several Bebo accounts. A few Facebook and Bebo accounts for the characters in my book series, and kind of like the role-playing thing is more of the melting pot for my characters, and I love doing what I do there. That's how I met Jen. Jen, Paul, I can name a million other people, Curtis. That's how I met all of them. They're really great. Some of the best people I've ever come in contact with, I've actually met writing the roleplay series side of things. I've had my Windows Live Messenger account for the past 10 years now, and I've known them for 5 to 7 years. We all can't remember exactly how long it is, but the Messenger account itself, I've had that for 10 years. So I've claimed the name Clone 118 since at least the 90s, and how I originally got the name is creator of these guys behind me, George Lucas, and his LucasArts accounts. When I signed up, I think I might have been 12 or 13, whatever the minimum age to sign up. I actually might have tweaked my age a bit when I signed up, but the Clone 118 was actually the screen name, or the call sign that they assigned me, and I decided to make that my identity and everything because that's the identity LucasArts gave me, and I thought it was really cool. So whenever I do something, I'll always have the Clone 118 there somewhere in some place or time, just because I really feel strongly about that. Just because yeah, if I can make something good out of the name they assigned me, that's really cool. So I'm basically just going to throw all these together. Probably won't even put any effects in other than the little thing I always do at the end where the little computer screens go nuts. I don't really have too many effects right now in the effects library. I'm trying to only use, and I have so far, just whatever default effects came with my computer. I'd really not want to get flagged for copyright infringement or someone claiming that something that I've done is actually theirs, because I'm really trying to be the original type person, and I don't really want anything that I do affiliated with someone else, unless of course it's something where the characters Paul O'Brien and Elizabeth Haley in my book series, yes, I'm talking about the book series, ooh, they're actually created by my best friends Paul O'Brien and Jennifer, who I've mentioned earlier. So yeah, I definitely want them to have a part of the series, and I've talked with them on it regularly. They've given me permission to use the characters for now, and they're constantly giving me feedback back and forth. So with that light, certain things, yes, I will give credit to, because obviously credit is due when it's due, and they originally created these characters, and they've been gracious enough for giving me their trust and loyalty to let me go ahead and use these characters. And if anything ever becomes of anything, I'm documenting it now, that I do intend to give royalties and things like that, because really I wouldn't have even started writing the book series at all if it wasn't for the little catch-all roleplay thing that we all started to do several years ago when we were younger. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this post now. Love you guys. Jen, I hope you feel better. Take a break every now and then, hun. Calm down, rest more. Toodles.